developed our induction training, our starting point was to look at what would our volunteers need from us in order to get the best possible start in volunteering. And we also thought about what skills and what knowledge do we need our volunteers to have in order to ensure that they can do the role they've chosen as well as possible. And actually I was there when we did that, and I ran an exercise with our management team. There were post-it notes everywhere, there was lots of discussion in small groups. They came back with a huge big list, and then we kind of together just whittled it down to some essentials. So the induction training that we have for volunteers, the kind of compulsory training that volunteers have to do before they can start, is in 5 parts, and it's a modular, I guess a modular exercise. All volunteers have to attend part 1, which is the organisational induction, so information about LGBT Scotland, and also some background information about what's it like to be an LGBT young person living in Scotland, some of those facts and figures. For volunteers that are going to be involved in youth work or working with young people, there are other parts. So we have a half-day group work training. We have a half-day one-to-one skills training. There's a half-day session on trans, intersex and non-binary young people. That's often part that a lot of volunteers identify for themselves. They have the biggest knowledge gap around. And the final part of our 5-part induction training is the protection of children, young people and vulnerable adults. So what most people would refer to as child protection training. There's a lot of other training that we make available to our volunteers. We've got an annual training calendar, and it just rolls throughout the year, and staff and volunteers can sign up to whichever sessions they feel are important. So things like mental health, sexual health, I mean there's all kinds of things there that people can learn about, but our 5-point induction training is compulsory for all volunteers working with young people, and the introduction session is compulsory for all of our volunteers, if that's admin or policy work, research work, if they're ad hoc volunteering.